What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video. Just out taking a walk around town today in Bozeman, Montana. The blue skies are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been smoky and hazy pretty much all summer, but we got some rain. The blue skies are back, the smoke is gone. So I was like, I'm gonna spend as much time as I can outside today. The weather's great, it's probably about 60 degrees. I'm loving it. Fall is coming back, which means winter is around the corner. So yeah, I got to get out here and enjoy these great temperatures before it starts snowing. But as always, wanted to turn the camera on while I'm walking, show y'all some of the sights, give y'all some of these visuals, but also wanted to talk. Y'all know me, I love doing these walk and talks, and I wanted to cover a topic that I talk about a lot, like in live streams, because people ask me about it, but I don't think I've done a video on it. Maybe years ago I did one. Haven't done one recently. And that's the subject of retirement. Now, a lot of people know that I live kind of a different lifestyle than a lot of people. I do a lot of traveling around. I don't stay at jobs long. I've been doing seasonal work. Even before seasonal work, I don't think I ever stayed at a job more than I don't think I ever stayed at a job 2 years. I've had some jobs, I worked a year and a half, I left, I came back, worked another year, but I don't think I've stayed at a job 2 years straight in my life, okay? And I'm in my 40s now. So when people find this out, they always want to know, like, what are you going to do for retirement? Like, what's your retirement plan if you don't have like a consistent, work history, if you're not planning on staying at a job any length of time. So in this video, I want to talk about that. And the first thing I want to say is that I think our views on retirement are antiquated and outdated. I even think in this day and age, the term retirement is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know if it applies like it used to. Okay, back in the day, maybe my parents' generation and the generations before them, this ideal of getting a good job, working for the company for 30, 40, 50 years, and then retiring with a pension made sense because companies were giving out pensions. So if you worked at the plant for 40 years and then retired, the plant kept paying you a check until the day you died, pretty much. That was your pension plan. You got so much a month till, you died, basically. And then you probably got Social Security, which was extra money. So it made sense to grind it out at a job, and then you'd be taken care of the rest of your life. This ain't true no more, okay? Like this, no companies really, unless maybe you have a government job, but most companies aren't often offering pension plans where you keep getting a check after you leave there, okay? Not to mention in the job market these days, it just isn't feasible to think you're gonna go work somewhere and stay there for the rest of your working career. It just doesn't happen that way anymore. We got things like automation coming in. A lot of companies are always trying to find someone younger, who will do it for cheaper. The world has changed. There's no pensions, there's not job security like there used to be. So to me, it's weird that we still have this ideal of, work for a company many years and they'll take care of you when you retire. It's just weird to me because most companies' retirement plan now is 401k, which is basically they take money out of your check, every paycheck, and invest it. Now, a lot of times they'll do some type of price match, not price match, but they'll match a contribution match. I feel like when 401ks first came out, they matched a lot higher, like it might be dollar for dollar. These days, back then you put in $1, they matched with $1, the company matched $1. These days, I feel like you put in $1, if you've been there long enough, the company might put in 20 cents, maybe. And then that money is put somewhere and invested by people who you have no control over, a lot of times. Like I said, I'm not an expert on 401ks, but this is how I think they work. Somebody at the company invests that money, and then hopefully over time, if they're good investments, when you go to retire, you have a large amount of money. This is the standard, from what I can tell, retirement plan these days. Not as nice as the one back in the day. And what usually happens for a lot of people is, you work at one company for a few years and then you go somewhere else. So you got to get the 401k from that company. You go to this new company, you start another 401k, and then it's just not like, it's not a good enough plan for people to look at me, like I'm crazy because I'm not buying into it. That's the way I look at it. Most people's retirement plan these days is not solid enough and good enough for me to like be, you know, worried that I'm not doing it. Because here's my thing, and this is what I tell a lot of people. The same thing you're doing with like your 401k, I can do that on my own. You know, if you're putting in $50 out of every paycheck and it's being invested and hopefully, you know, you get a good return and your money's growing, I can do that on my own. Like I literally can take $50 out of my check and put it in the market, you know, every month. Or, which is better, I can decide to put it somewhere other than the stock market if I wanted to. I can put it into crypto. I can put it into metals. I can put it into real estate if I want. You know what I mean? I can take my money and do what I want with it if I'm wanting to invest for my future for retirement. I don't have to let the company do it. I think for far too long, we've been dependent on like companies to take care of us in our declining years. And that's just not happening these days. It's just not happening. So for me, I don't really see having a secure job that you stay at as long as you can as like being better when it comes to retirement. Now for me, my plan on retirement actually isn't investing money or saving up a ton of money to try to have like a lump sum, you know, or a certain amount of dividends coming in when I get to a certain age that'll pay my bills. My plan, and this is the plan, you know, I started some years back and I think we're doing well with it. My plan, excuse me, is to build up enough passive and semi-passive income streams that each month, you know, when I get 65, 70, I can't, you know, work as much physically if I wanted to. My plan is to have enough semi-passive and passive income streams that they make me enough money each month to pay my bills. And anybody who knows me knows that like I don't have a lot of bills. Okay, I just don't have a lot of bills. I keep my bills low. I keep my debt low, or I keep it at zero or very low. I just don't have a lot of bills. So this won't be hard for me. That's what I plan on doing. I just want to have enough money coming in from online endeavors because the income streams I want to be online so I don't have to be location dependent. I don't have to be location dependent because I plan on traveling the rest of my life as much as possible. People always ask me, Tim, when are you going to settle down? When they put me in the grave. Or in my case, because I want to be cremated, when they put me in the oven and cremate me, when they take my ashes out, wherever they dump those ashes, when those ashes settle down, that's when I'll settle down. When my cremated ashes settle down, that's when I'll settle down. I just don't, for me, staying in one place and living there forever terrifies me. Sounds like prison, you know? So that's when I'll settle down. And so that's why I want my businesses to be, my income streams to be online, preferably. And we got a few going. I will admit, I do need to turn it up. I do need to tighten up. I do need to do more. I got some ideals that people have been telling me I need to do and I know I should. I haven't done yet. So we do have to step our game up. But that's my retirement plan. You know, if I can get passive income streams bringing me in $5,000 a month, if I could get passive income streams bringing me in $2,500 a month, I think that'll be more than enough that I need. Well, I don't know, depending on how the world goes with inflation, you know what I mean? But yeah, all I need is enough money coming in each month to pay my bills. And I don't think that's hard to do. I would much rather spend my time now building up those streams than just like working for a company, hoping that that company is going to take care of me when I turn 65, 70, whatever. That's the way I look at it. Now, and I'm not judging anybody's, you know, retirement plan. Because there are some people who do it through a company. I know people who've retired, you know, they work for a company, you know, they invested. It worked out perfect for them, worked out great for them. So I'm not knocking that in any way. You know, I'm not coming at anybody about how they save for retirement, their plan. I'm just saying my plan, because I know me. I can't stay at a job long term. I don't trust these companies, these corporations. My plan is just to, on my own, build up enough income streams to pay my bills. It seems like a no-brainer to me. Seems easy. And maybe it seems easier to me because I have been kicking around on the internet for a while. And you know, I am making money on the internet now. So I'm like, why not just ramp that up and just keep doing that to the day you die? I don't think the internet's going anywhere. Now, different, you know, platforms on the internet come and go. So, you know, you definitely want to diversify. Oh, there's hot air balloons. I don't know if you can see them. Probably not. But you do got to diversify, you know, the platforms. I'm debating whether I want to walk in this field out here. Like, will someone jump on me? If I start walking across this field, will some farmer come and be like, hey, get out of my peas, get out of my barley? I don't know, does barley grow? Does barley grow on trees, or I don't know, we're just talking now. Oh, we'll go down here. We'll walk by the field. So yeah, that's my retirement plan. And like I said, it seems a no-brainer to me. It doesn't seem that crazy, that extreme. But yeah, people always, that's the first, two things they worry about. The second one we'll do another video on, we'll do a video on soon too. But two things people, it's a nice looking field. Two things people want to know about is retirement, and the second is health insurance. Both valid concerns. But when it comes to retirement, yeah, there's no law that says you can't take the money you're making and invest it yourself, or save it yourself, or invest it yourself, and then have a lump sum saved up by the time you get 65, 70, or, you know, have enough investments that the profits off the investments can pay your bills. Nothing that says you can't do that on your own. No law says you can do that. Maybe in some weird countries there is. You know, maybe in the Republic of Juba Baba, you have to, you can only retire with a company. But in America, most countries I know, nothing says you can't do that on your own. And there's also nothing that says you can't build up a business that generates revenue that'll take care of you when you're older. And I honestly think, yeah, if you spent 40 years doing that, you'd be way better off than spending 40 years working for a company, hoping that they're gonna make the right decisions for you to be taken care of. I just think our views, as with a lot of things, I just think our views and on things are just, we're stuck. We're stuck. And I think maybe the reason we stay stuck is because in a lot of cases, like, nobody's presenting better ideals to us. So we just believe like the old way is the only way, the right way. But it's like, no, this is your financial future. Figure out how you want to do it. You know, not to mention people are living longer these days, you know, with modern medical methods. People are living longer, you know. You got to figure out how you want to do it so that, you know, maybe you may have to figure something out so that you're like, you know, it's going to take care of you till you're 90, 97. And I really think, you know, having some type of business, some type of passive, semi-passive income that does not take a lot of physical labor, because you might get old, you might not be able to move around like you used to, but your brain still be there, hopefully, for the most part. You can keep, or you know, hey, even if your brain ain't all there, if it's passive income, it don't matter. If it's passive income, you know, one of the reasons I love doing YouTube is that I got YouTube videos from years ago still make me money. I could stop making videos tomorrow and I would still be generating money on YouTube from the hundreds of videos I made in the past. I'm trying to set a lot of stuff like that in place on different platforms. So yeah, when I do get 60, 70, 80, 90, that money will still be coming in. And I'll just be doing whatever I'm doing. Hopefully I'm active and I can be still traveling. But I mean, even if I'm hooked up to some tubes in a bed in a home somewhere, you know, that money will still be coming in. It'll be paying for the tubes in the bed. You know, it'll be paying for me to, you know, get my booty washed. Actually, I'm not even gonna put that negative view of my 90s out there. I'm gonna be in these straights, you know, till the day that anyway, I don't know why I'm having so much fun thinking about being 90. Anyway, yeah, that's my retirement plan. If you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comment box below. Let me know what your retirement plan is. Let me know if you did it the traditional way and it worked out, you know? Yeah, any ideas? I don't claim to be an expert on any of this. Let me know if I got the 401k stuff wrong. Comment box below, hit me up on my social medias. Instagram's probably the best place to DM me if you want to talk. Anyway, I got to figure out how to get back to the car. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later.